this is Mr. Sulu, and I'd like to order a taco with no lettuce, no tomato, and no hamburger. I would just like to eat the shell.
This is Mr. Chekhov, and I will be having a glass of tea. Aye, sir. Keep the whore cookies in the back seat for me. Spock!
Yes, Mr. Spock, you had tears in your eyes as you walked away from the villagers, knowing only that you had saved them from themselves. You, Mr. Spock, must now forfeit the rest of your life and go back to the Enterprise to be a slave to science.
Silence, Mr. Spock!
Acknowledged, Admiral, sir.
Silence!
Yes, even though you went to town in a brown shirt, you were still labeled as someone that came from the USS Excelsior. Sometime in the future, aye, sir. Declassification notice has just been given. Oh no, it's my time to die. HBO has great movies this fall, featuring three amigos. It's Steve Martin in his canny, unwacky, studious self, and next to him is Martin Short, wearing a sombrero and pointing to a horse he once ate. Standing above the others is that amigo Chevy Chase. Yes, Chevy, you'll be looking at that pizza all day, but we only knew that it was really a fake pizza. Then, on November 22nd, 1977, The Color Purple with Whoopi Goldberg will be heading out to your theater for you. And then, on the 19th of December, World Championship Boxing with marvelous Marvin Malone as he walks out on the stage alone and doesn't fight for a couple days, and then finally gives up his title for you. Yes, it's a special time on HBO. Many more films you'll be hearing about will be Heartbreak Ridge. Yes, you and Clint Eastwood will be breaking your hearts and talking about how much you like HBO. Peggy Sue got married. She went to Texas, she wore a crown, and she handled a cobra snake. Stand By Me was their thrilling tale of two kids going off to find a murderer. They found instead was Tarkin's dentures. Sorry, Mr. Tarkin. It's too bad it had to take some 20th century students to wind up with your lower jaw. Night Mother. It's another fine film coming from HBO Pictures about a woman's search to find the right way to say goodnight to her mother. Night Mother. Blake Edwards is also coming out with a new feature. It's called Blake Edwards, That's Life. Yes, Jack Lemmon will be standing next to Omar Diedrich when she pulls out her second set of dentures, when she pulls out her fantangled dentures. So, super season on HBO. If I called the Martians and they visited our breakfast stand, would we be standing near the Martians? Would they be observing our social codes? Who knows? Who really fucking knows? Mussolini's out to get you. Watch out for your face. Remember, Abundant Life Prayer Group is calling for you at 198-495-7777. And your forehead will feel better about it when you've done it. It'll only be 6 inches across, that window that you must pass through into the afterlife. You can reach for that window. You can point to that window. And by golly, you can be frustrated at that window if you wish. Don't pound your fist on the table, because it won't do you any good.
This is Mr. Skeleton, and I'm glad to be singing with Johnny Cash at the Cash Banquet show. You must bring plenty of cash so you can get me out of jail, and so Johnny Cash can read. Can you read, Johnny? When I find time, I snort the line. Thank you, Mr. Cash. We'll be back.
Even Chase Buchanan run for president. He can run for president. It'll be marching into the office with a spear and a gun. Don't kill him. String him up. Ask him questions. Don't tell him why you're here. Don't tell him why you're here.
This is Mr. Spock. Through the years, you've poked fun at my ears, and I haven't had a good time laughing about it. And I wish you'd just knock it off and get on with your life. I'm glad you're listening, Mr. Spock, because I've got something to tell you. I've got a joke to tell you, and it's about your ears. The ducks are attacking at the school playground this afternoon. The ducks hopped over the fence, and they surrounded everyone. Everyone threw them breadcrumbs. The ducks cried, and they bowed their head in silence. And then they ate all the weeds and plants, and shit in the water so bad that everything was uninhabitable. And then they soon froze in the winter. Look, Martha, your bald-headed brother has shown up for the third time to look at your air freshener. Look, even by day 32, nothing's happening. Today on Rogers Premier Theater, Channel 42, we have nothing to offer you. Yes, even though cartoons and Ronald Reagan movies usually end up telling us what we should do and what we can't do, even the old men couldn't help John Ritter get out of the SKNU. Yes, even in your hospital bed, you will see the light. You will see Christmas trees, and then you will see Santa Claus cutting up his knees on the flying trapeze. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Welcome, Mr. Skeleton. We're going to get you, Mr. Skeleton. FBISystemSkeleton. We're going to Amsterdam to fight for Mr. Skeleton. To fight what Mr. Skeleton's asking for and find out what he's doing. He'll come back to us himself. He'll watch out for you at dinner time and get you, Mr. Skeleton. He'll get you, yes, he will. Yes, of course I will. We are the aliens. We are the aliens. I want to commandeer their spaceship in the name of the alien empire. You come with the others. Attention. Oh, shoulder, sorry. Is the noise bothering you, Mr. Skeleton? I hope you can see your way through the hard times. This has been a Gymnat production in association with Mr. Skeleton and the Ford Foundation. And it is dedicated to Russell Train. Ben Franklin couldn't help you.
Commander wishes a truce to confer. For a moment, please. Steve Kirk of Federation Starship Enterprise. Genesis, Commander. A violation of the treaty between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. Your presence here is an act of war. 2 minutes. Surrender your crew and your passengers. Or we will destroy you. He's hiding something. You have dealt with a more serious blow than I thought. How can you tell that? I trust my instincts. I'm your friend. This is your opponent's speech. Do not lecture me about treaty violations. Federation is creating an ultimate weapon to become a gang of intergalactic criminals. It is not I who will surrender, it is you. The planets below. I have 3 prisoners from the team who developed your doomsday weapon. If you do not surrender immediately, I will execute them one at a time as enemies of galactic peace. Who is it? How dare you take prisoners? Who I am is not important. That I have them is. I will allow you to speak to them.
Admiral, this is Lieutenant Savage.
Is David with you?
Yes, he is. And someone else. A Vulcan scientist of your acquaintance.
Vulcan.
He is not himself, but he lives. He is subject to fascination with this
Hello, sir. It's David. It's okay. I should have known that. That is right. The planet is unstable. It's going to destroy itself in a matter of hours. David, what went wrong?
Now to show that my intentions are sincere, I shall kill one of the prisoners. Wait a minute. Give me a chance to talk. Yeah, huh? Just talk. Hey.
David is dead.
What are you trying to feed us here?
Klingon bastards, you killed my son.
There are two more prisoners, Admiral. You want them killed too? Surrender your vessel.
Martin the skeleton! Martin the skeleton! President, come now! Mr. Skeleton, tiptoeing out there in Pittsburg, looking for old nails and jackknives. Did you find anything, Mr. Skeleton? Look in the palm of your hand. Do you see anything there, Mr. Skeleton? We will, Mr. Skeleton, we might. If you do so, I will give you everything that I own. My farm, my jewels, my gold locket, and my identification cards. You're lying, Mr. Skeleton, but we'll take your word for it. Thank you. At least I tried. Yes, Mr. Skeleton. It is a better place in the world for you. This is Devo Blasto, and I'm asleep in my house in the African jungle. Look out there! Look out there! Look out there and swear. Shit, Devo Blasto! We can't help ourselves. We're going crazy. You can stay at your posts, because I'm not mad. I'm not insane, and I know that for a fact. Hundreds of coal miners will be marching up with their shovels in their hands and their picks. Where do we go, General Blasto? Where are we going? We're going north. Let's go. Die, Mr. Dev! I'm dead! Look out, Mr. Villager. This is not a matter for you. The U.S. Army has priority pass in this passage. I'll be back. No, you won't be back. And over here is Mr. Sulu on the laundry basket. What are you doing there, Mr. Sulu? Sir, I was on my way to the laundry, and then I lost my way, and then I found myself here on a box of laundry. Can I help it? Mr. Sulu, you'll go outside. You'll go back and hide in the bushes where you belong. Aye, sir, I suppose. And you, Mr. Scott, thank you for all the fine adventures you've given me.
Aye, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm a drinking shot. Yes, Mr. Scott, and I'm glad.
This is Dr. McCoy. Welcome to my show. This is Ernest Borgnine. Thank you for being on my show. I'll be on this Posideon and sinking to the bottom of the sea. I'll be swimming, and I'll be eating a piece of toast, I think. But the gas is going to my brain. But I'll be flying the helicopter and being on the show. I don't see the helicopter anywhere. Excuse me. Whatever gets to my brain sometimes. I'll be walking down the hill looking for some whiskey. Hey, you.
What do you want?
You want whiskey? Give me some whiskey.
I'll do it if you get out of here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Help.
This is Mr. Spock. All collisions on this ship should be on red alert. All shuttlecrafts will be locked up and stored for the evening. That is all. This is General Blasto up on the bridge. I must say that this voyage is turning out to be quite unexpected. But no one can expect me to know where I am, especially if I was in World War II. But I'll keep quiet about that for this time.
Captain! Oh, nothing, sir.
All right, Mr. Chekhov, let's go.
All right. We're turning the ship around now. It's coming around. Yes, it's facing forward. General, Captain, Admiral, the ship is taking off.
That it is, Mr. Chekhov. I've got a plane to catch.
Oh, where'd Captain Kirk go? Oh, well, I'll just, talk in Russian.
This is Mr. Sulu hiding in my quarters. I'm looking at pictures of little animals I used to see on Earth. I'm not at all concerned about what's going to happen outside. But that is to be expected of me, for I'm a helmsman, and I am not a Scotsman. Excuse me. Mr. Scott.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sulu has knocked himself out in his quarters. Dr. McCoy, will you step up to the bridge yet? Dr. McCoy, everything is black. Where's black?
report on Mr. Shooter you've been asking about. Well, it seems that he has a virus called Typhoid J. He's suicidal.
No, not Mr. Shooter, no!
We are the aliens, and we've got a starship of our own. Look at us go.
Get out of door, Scotch. What's Scotch? In the bottle. The bottle of Scotch. He's in the 400 below room. I'll be looking for the torpedoes and looking up for Mr. Scott. As myself, that is, sir.
This is Dr. McCoy. And I'm actually Mr. Zulu, so I'll come back.
This is Mr. Spock's grandpa. Where is my Vulcan stew? Where is my shuttlecraft? Where is everyone else? This is Mr. Spock's grandpa. Where is my Vulcan stew? Where is my shuttlecraft? And where is everyone else?
The Terminator.
Oh!
This is Mr. Spock. Glad you could join us in this wonderful evening out in space. This is General Blasto. I'd like to congratulate the crew on their spiritual discoveries. Bring us back home to find ourselves back here at the belonging station.
That's right, we all belong.
And you will find yourself in space.
I want you to tell me where James Kirk is. You will tell me in time. You have 7 seconds left. Receiving a transmission from their ship, sir. Put it on screen. We surrender in the name of garbage. Please repeat your transmission. I didn't quite understand you.
This is the garbage scow Xerox. Bro, the captain's ordered that we collide with you.
No.
And then they are proud to be on the ship, washing away their tears and hoping for new journeys. That was a fantastic story, sir, and how did it all end? Well, for once, I think we might have had an ending. Mr. Spock was arrested and sent to the brig. Mr. Sulu was committed, and Nurse Chapel had married the Ambassador Sarek.
Incredible. And I was supposed to be in a coma on the floor.
Yes, Mr. Scott, you emerged from your coma just in time to say your last line.
Howdy, Captain. It's very strange.
Aye, sir.
Captain, I'm viewing down. What about the engineer, the operator of the transporter? What did you do with him? I put him out of commission. No matter. We'll get another one. Boy, that spare ribs were pretty bad. I think they're really getting to my stomach now. I can't help my stomach. I can't help you. I cannot help any of you because the size is not actually over. It is on sick of it now. It's cold, it's never been out. Oh, the flaming retarded ship. The ship is retarded. The
ship is retarded, the vent is discarded, and hated love buggers on the streets of the New York subway, and he's going on the subway with a little fast stretch on his back, let it get a lovely yellow streak on his back. You know, the little guy is a wimp anyway. So let's go back to the Star Trek music now. Oh, yes. And now, Mr. Scott will open the can of worms and let the universe out. No! Don't kill me! Mr. Spock, you're bad! Die, Mr. Scott.
It was just a dream. Yes, Scotty, it was just a dream. And now you're in the Twilight Zone. What kind of deal is that?
No deal. Cut off his head. It's running down the stairs. Mr. Scott's head is falling down the stairs. The little rascals are firing the ship. The little rascals are flying the ship. Help me out of the stem seas. Help the Enterprise is running over. Mumbly umblies. And now back to the real Star Trek at hand. Yes, Mr. Scott, we've got what you've been asking for. In limited quantities, I tell you. Well, that's not enough.